Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tanvi. Now, I firstly got to apologise because I have not been in front of the camera filming in probably over a month, so I haven't really done much for 2022 when it comes to my YouTube, and I don't want to start the year off slacking, so we are back. And the reason for that is pretty much because I've just been ridiculously busy, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, definitely do. I'll put it here because you'll get real-time life updates about what's been going on. I think the main thing being the fact that last week it was my birthday, and I am someone who really does love to go all out, whether it's a birthday week, a birthday month. For me, my birthday is pretty much the one time where I have an excuse to get all of my favourite people, my family, my friends, my closest loved ones in one place, in one time, and just celebrate each other and just celebrate life. And I genuinely just love nothing more than that feeling, so I'm really big on birthday. And for my birthday this year, I did a few things, but the main thing being I celebrated with a huge birthday party. We went to a club in London, and there's probably about 100, 150 of us in total that night, and it was honestly the best night of my life. So I'm really grateful for everyone who's watching this. If you came, if you flew in from a different country, you took a train from a different city, literally people came from all over the UK, and I'm so grateful and just so blessed to have people like that in my life. So yeah, that happened last week, and it genuinely felt like I was planning a wedding. I'm not gonna lie, it's really put me off ever having a wedding, but it was so worth it because everything went so well. And I thought what would be really nice, seeing as it was my birthday last week, is do a more like reflection type of video. Obviously I don't think I'm old and wise, and there are probably a lot more wise people out there who've gone through a lot more in life, but I just thought it would be nice for me to do 25 things I've learned by the age of 25. So here we go. At number one, we've got put yourself first. Now, I cannot stress this enough. I do not mean this in a selfish way and to be, you know, really ignorant about other people and the people around you and to not be kind. But I just mean, like, it is your life at the end of the day, and if you spend your life trying to do everything for everyone else, trying to please people, you'll end up just being unhappy with yourself and not doing things that make you happy and that are best for your mental and physical health. It is your life, and you should be the most important person in it. The second thing is less friends, less drama. I have touched upon some of the experiences I've had with some toxic brown girls over the years, and how I've just come to a point where I just think less friends means less drama. I do love having lots of people in my life and lots of positive influences, but my core group of friends and people that I know I can truly rely on, my best friends, is very small, and I can probably count that on one hand. I feel like I'm at an age now where I just want to protect my peace and my energy, and if people are bringing me negativity all the time or they're really toxic people, I don't want them in my life because it brings me no benefit. And I know that sounds really savage, but at the end of the day, I would rather have really good friends and a really good core group of friends than thousands of people that I can't really rely on, or who are just bringing me so much drama and negativity all the time. That's not worth it. The third thing I wanted to say is you don't need to live in the same place or the same country your whole life. And I think we get so caught up in like having this idealistic like dream life, like a big house with a big family, nice cars, but actually like there's so much more to life. I would love to live abroad in a different country for a couple of years. I would love to move around different houses and different areas and really experience different things in life rather than just being comfortable in the same place. So yeah, one thing I want to make sure that I don't do is just get really comfortable and almost get bored with my own life. At number four, it's the fact that your direction and your priorities can change throughout life. So things that you might have wanted as an 18-year-old girl going into university might be completely different as a 21-year-old girl coming out of university. And it's not a bad thing that your priorities can shift. If anything, I think it's really good to recognise that actually, I don't think I want the life I thought I planned, or actually I don't think I want to do this career long term. And I think it's really, really brave to be proactive in making those changes in your life. So that is definitely a big thing that I've learned. 5, some people just aren't meant to be in your life forever. I know that breakups can be hard and friendship breakups can be often even harder, but actually some people aren't meant to be in your life forever, and you might be on different journeys and different paths. And again, that is not a bad thing. Recognising when to let go of a friendship or a relationship is a really healthy thing to do. I genuinely have learned when people have left my life for reasons, I have opened the door to so many new friendships and new chapters of my life, and I definitely think that is the way to live life. So once you accept that people just aren't meant to be in your life forever, it's so much easier to just be content with who is in your life right now and embracing those moments with them for as long as they last. Number 6, health is wealth. Now, I cannot stress this enough. If you are mentally not feeling your best, or if you are physically not feeling your best and you're not doing anything about it, that can really impact on all different aspects of your life, whether it's your job, whether it's your relationships. So you genuinely have to take your health seriously. And I never used to be this person. I just thought, I'll just live my life, you know, we'll just get on with every day. And I would drink alcohol regularly, I would do shisha, I sometimes would slack with exercise, I would work ridiculous hours at work and not really put my mental health first. And this can be literally going down to the basics, like having a blood test to check that you are not deficient in anything, or making sure your diet is balanced and healthy and giving you the sufficient carbohydrates and proteins. It can be making sure you're drinking enough water, sleeping, exercise. These things are so important for your health, and I genuinely think if you develop those good habits when you're young, then it will just become second nature when you're older, and you will live a longer and healthier life. So health is wealth. Number 7 is honestly to just not care what people think, whether it's people on the internet, extended family members. You literally can't live life worrying about what people think. You've got to live a carefree life where you don't care what others think of you and you just do what makes you happy. Next, I wanted to say is that make the most of the times you have with your loved ones. Make memories, take pictures, document your life. And I always used to get taken the piss out of for taking pictures of everything. Those now are such valuable memories that I have to hold on to, and nothing beats making memories with your loved ones. Life on this earth genuinely is so short as it is, but things can happen and unexpected things can happen, and it will be in those moments where you don't want to wish that you had spent more time with your loved ones or you'd made more of an effort to see people. So I 100% think you need to make the most of making memories with your loved ones, and I especially make sure I spend quality time with my grandma, who I'm fortunate enough to live with at home, because she's not going to be around forever. She's elderly. So just make the most of the memories and really making an effort with the people that mean the most to you. Number 10 is that it's okay to disagree with people and it's okay to debate things. I've learned this through social media because I often put my opinion out there, and sometimes it's on more political subjects, sometimes it's more controversial. And I've acknowledged that not everyone is going to have the same views as me, and it doesn't mean I don't like them as a person, it doesn't mean that I think they're a bad person, it doesn't mean that they should think I'm a bad person. And actually debate and talking about these things is really healthy. Having open discussions about things that maybe people don't talk about that often is a really positive thing. So actually I want to encourage you guys to have like healthy debates and discussions, rather than saying, oh, like I'm too scared to talk about that, it's controversial. It's okay to have an opinion and it's okay to debate those opinions. And I think the point I'm trying to make is it's okay to do that without actually falling out with people or thinking negatively of them. Next is not everyone will be like you and not everyone will like you. Again, I've learned that through social media and I've really developed thick skin. And it's like impossible, it's so unrealistic to think everyone in this world will like you. There's, I don't know, what, 7 billion people in this world? And if you try and spend time trying to get everyone to like you, as I used to do at like school and uni 100%, then again, you just leave yourself unhappy and you kind of lose sight of who you are and what you stand for because you're so busy trying to be something that someone else will like. So yeah, stay true to yourself and really understand like who you are, what makes you you, and stand by that. People will like you purely just for being you. Next thing is that anyone who's doing better than you or who's happier than you will never try and bring you down. And I think I have really become used to receiving negativity, or even friends who end up being really toxic and jealous people. And actually, people who are genuinely happy in themselves and their life don't have time to hate on people or disrespect people or talk negatively about people. And as blunt as that sounds, happy people don't hate. So that's what I have really had to ingrain in my brain. The next thing I have to say is that it's okay to speak up and challenge the status quo, whether that's religion, family traditions. It's okay to ask questions. It's okay to challenge, why is that? Why do we think that? Why has this happened for 10 years? It's genuine curiosity. Next is that you can be multifaceted. And I think, especially as a brown woman, it's very easy to be boxed into, you should have these certain types of careers and this is what you should be doing in your spare time. And yeah, basically you can do whatever you want with your life. You can do more than one thing. You can change career paths. You can have multiple careers. You can play sports but also be really girly. Like, it doesn't need to be one or the other, and you can have so many different facets to you as a person and as a woman. You don't need to like push yourself into a box and bookmark yourself into a type of person and category based on the colour of your skin, based on your gender. Like, you can just do whatever makes you happy, basically. Okay, next is surround yourself with people that add value and inspire you. You are very much in control of who you choose to surround yourself with, who you choose to follow on social media, and so follow people that actually have a positive impact on you. And I've kind of said similar things on other points throughout this video, but yeah, you are very much in control of your life and who you choose to surround yourself with. I've definitely learned that I have the power to remove myself from certain situations and certain relationships instead of letting them make me feel a certain type of way, which I used to do a lot, and I don't know why. Like, I would just let people make me feel like shit and let other girls make me feel like shit, but I would still continue to be friends with them because I wanted to be liked. Yeah, we don't need to do that anymore. Next up is it's never too late. And this is in the sense of it's never too late to make new friends. It's never too late to start a business, change career path, start something new, have a side hustle, whatever it is. Don't ever put a timestamp or a time limit on when you have to start something by, or you're too old to start something new. Like, that is rubbish, and life is so long in that sense. I don't care if people say, oh, by 30, you know, you really should have your life together, you shouldn't really be changing careers at this age. If you want to change careers at 30, you do it. Next is nothing beats sheer drive and hard work. And this comes from me looking on social media and seeing 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds having six-figure businesses and always comparing myself to that, being like, what am I doing wrong, or why am I not there yet? And literally, you need to stop comparing yourself to these people. I think if you work hard and you've got ambition and drive, you will be successful. It might take you longer than others. You know, you might have more difficult circumstances as to how you get there. I genuinely do believe hard work will get you far in life. Also, I think social media is such a deception because people only show you the highlights, and people also can get lucky. Like, people can go viral on TikTok and then become an overnight success, or people can go on a show and then suddenly become famous, and that is not replaceable for hard work, in my opinion. But I genuinely think nothing tops hard work. Okay, next up is if they wanted to, they would. If you're thinking about someone right now, you know that person is not doing what they need to be doing for you. But this is literally in a friendship or relationship. If someone is not acting in the way that you feel like you deserve, set your boundary and walk away. It's not your job to teach someone how to act as a friend. It's not your job to teach someone how to be a boyfriend or a girlfriend. If they are not giving you what you deserve and what you need, walk away. Because if they wanted to do it, trust me, they would. There's so many stories of guys literally not committing to girls for years, you know, cheating on them, lying to them, but then they find someone who is the right girl for them and they become a different person. So if they wanted to, they would. Okay, we're only on to like the last 5 or 6 now. So opportunities don't create themselves, and I think, again, it's so easy and quick to think, oh, this person has had everything handed to them, or this person has never worked a single day in their life, or I've had to work so much harder to get to this place than someone else. But actually, a lot of people have done a lot of work behind the scenes that maybe we don't see, and they've created a lot of opportunities months and years before we see the success story or we see the final outcome. And some of those opportunities may only be like stepping stones, like literal baby steps into getting to where they were today. But yeah, there's a lot that goes into becoming successful and creating opportunities. So I really do think, yeah, you need to work hard, but also you need to be proactive in making opportunities for yourself. Number 20 actually leads on very nicely from that point, and your network is your net worth. And that is such a cliche phrase, but your network is so valuable in life. And I know a lot of people say this, but you never know who you might cross paths with one day. You never know what jobs you're going to enter into. You're not going to know who knows who and who has mutual friends, and it's such a small world. So it's really important to always make a good impression and always be polite and kind, and always network at whatever point of life you're in, whether you're networking with people older than you, younger than you, in a profession you want to go into, or you're going back and helping people that are aspiring to be like you. Network is so important. Okay, next one is the fact that nobody can be you. And I think it's really easy to forget this. We are all so special in our own way. We all have our own imperfections, insecurities, but we also all have like our strengths and our USPs. And it's so special to remember that no one else can literally be you. I think that's a really nice thing. So let's all just embrace ourselves a bit more. Okay, next is the fact that it's okay not to be okay. And there's so many times growing up as a young girl, as a teenager, even as an adult now, where I have had like breakdowns, I've been crying, I've had fallouts, I've been stressed at work, I feel like I'm not good enough, and that's all normal, and it's literally fine. It's okay to cry, it's okay to be vulnerable, it's okay to be angry, it's okay to be stressed. literally it's okay to not be okay. That's a part of life. It's impossible to think that life is going to be like rainbows and butterflies all the time and we're always going to be happy and like good vibes only. Like that is not realistic. You know, it's not realistic to think I'm going to be a positive person every day when I wake up, because that is not realistic. There are times in life where we will be tested and we have to go through challenges, and I do believe that we will come out stronger the other side, but when you're going through them, you don't think that. And when you're going through them, you're definitely far from okay. And I think if you understand, actually let yourself feel those emotions when you're not feeling okay, and yeah, give yourself time to heal and give yourself time to cry it out. Actually, the healing process is a lot better than if you just bottle it up and try and be like the strong, positive person all the time and not release those emotions. Then it all kind of blows up in one go at the end. Literally last 3 now. So even the most successful people fail. And I think it's easy to forget this because, again, people only show us their milestones and their highlights. But failing is a part of learning. Me failing certain things has actually taught me the biggest lessons and actually made me really resilient and strong. So failure is a part of life. Okay, at 24, it's don't judge a book by its cover, and I probably want to make a whole video on this in itself because it happens to me a lot. People think I'm a certain type of way, they think I've come from a certain type of background, I've been brought up in a certain type of way, and a lot of the time they're really, really wrong. But I don't want to waste my time trying to prove who I am, trying to myth bust all these assumptions and rumours that people have about me, because I have more valuable way to spend my time. What I would say is just don't judge a book by its cover. The people you see on social media are literally a fraction of what people go through every day, what they do on a day-to-day basis, how they are in different situations, how they are with their family, how they are with their friends. Like, it's really hard to portray 100% rounded character online, even if I try and be as realistic and transparent as I possibly can be. There's things that I have to hold back for security reasons, personal reasons, me setting boundaries, and because of all of that, you'll never really know what someone is truly like until you meet them, you get to know them, you have conversations with them. So one thing I would ask is, until you do all that and you've taken significant time to get to know someone, don't judge a book by its cover. You know, it's normal to make assumptions about people and have preconceptions before you meet them, especially people that do put themselves online. But if you can try and refrain from negatively judging people, I and a lot of other people would appreciate that. And that's something that I also do with other people now, because I know what it feels like to be in the other shoes. And last but not least, at 25, it's stop comparing yourself to people that have a completely different story to you. We literally only see one side of people's lives. You don't know what difficulties they've gone through, what difficult circumstances they might have gone through. So we need to stop comparing ourselves to one another. It's not like for like. Everyone walks in different shoes every day. Everyone has come from different backgrounds, different education, different financial circumstances, different family situations. So yeah, that's something I've learned, and it's like you've got to just focus on your path. And yeah, that's such an important lesson I've learned by the age of 25. So I know that probably ended up being longer than I wanted it to be, but it was 25 really important things. I hope you guys took away something from it, related to some things. If you have any more like life lessons or really big things that you've learned, please put them in the comments below, because that will help me and so many others. If you enjoyed that video, then please don't forget to like it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Lots of love. Bye.